Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Zoe. If you are new here, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more of a chill, relaxed video. I'm going to give you guys a bump date and I'm going to share with you all of the baby names that I love but will not be using, both boy and girl. The only reason I'm sharing girl names or the list for girl names is because we are probably done after baby boy gets here. So yeah, this is just going to be a more chill, relaxed video. So grab a drink, grab a notepad if you want to take notes on some of these names if you love them as well. And if you're expecting, or even if you're not and you just want to have them on your future list, whatever. And yeah, just get comfy and join me for the video. So if you are new here, please subscribe before you leave, join our little family. Also, you can give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see next. I am working on a vlog channel. I would have put this video on the vlog channel, but we are still coming up with names and all of that jazz. So I am working on that. That will be coming soon. But yeah, make sure you turn on your post notifications. That way you get notified every time I post a new video. And if you are ready to hear the names that I love but will not be using for baby boy, then just keep watching. My girls list is longer than my boys list because I was like 99.99999% sure that I was having a girl. And then we found out we were having a boy, and so like we started having to think of boy names. So I'm going to start with the girls list first. So these are in no particular order, but I will tell you the ones that I love more. Alright, so the first girl name that I really like, this was actually one of my top contenders if I was gonna have a girl, for me at least, is Blakeley. So Blakeley is such a pretty name to me. I've always liked the name Blake for a girl. So when I heard the name Blakeley, I liked it even more than I liked Blake. Blakeley just sounds so pretty to me. Like I could just imagine like just a curly haired, tan little girl named Blakeley just running around. Like, I just think the name is so incredibly adorable. The next name on my list is Sterling. So this one is a little bit different and unique. I do like names that are uncommon but not unheard of, if that makes sense. So the name Sterling is typically a boy name. I actually have a boy cousin whose middle name is Sterling. His name is Christopher Sterling. But I absolutely love the name Sterling for a girl. For me, there's a lot of boy names that I like, but I like them for girls. I don't know why, but I think some boy names are just absolutely adorable for little girls. And Sterling is one of those names. I really like the name Sterling. The next name on my list is Luca. So Luca is another boy name. In my opinion, I think it's pretty unisex. I don't think it sounds very boyish, but I know it is a boy name. But again, this is another name that I absolutely love for a girl. I think it sounds super cute for a little girl, like little Luca. Like I call her Lulu. Like how adorable is that nickname? Like you have a little girl named Luca and you nickname her Lulu. Like come on, that's pretty adorable. I'm a stickler for cute names that have even cuter nicknames. Like my daughter's name is Gianna, but we call her Gigi. The next name on my list is Lennon. Yes, like John Lennon, okay? Lennon is probably another boy name, but there's a singer, actress, and her name is Lennon Stella, and I am absolutely obsessed with her. I love her music. I love her as an actor. She's just absolutely gorgeous, and I think her name is so freaking cool. I think Lennon for a little girl is just such a cool, like, unique, like, wow, like, I've never met somebody named Lennon. Like, it's just such a different name, and I absolutely love that name. I think it's super adorable, and I also think it's just, like, super badass of a name to have, like, when you're older. Like, hey, what's up? My name's Lennon. Like, what? I don't know, guys, but I do really like that name. So another name that I like for a little girl is Emme. Emme is so adorable to me. Emme isn't a name that would come with a nickname, but could be a nickname of a name. So like, if you like the name Amelia, that could be a nickname for that. But I just like the name flat out Emme. The only reason we would be against it is because my niece's name is Ellie, and it's a little bit close to her name. But yeah, I do think it's super adorable. I think it's super cute. Alright, so the next name on my list is Oakley. Oakley is a unique name, but it's kind of trendy right now. But I do really like the name Oakley. It's not at the top of my list, but I think it is a very pretty name. The next name on my list is Aria. So Aria was really popular when Pretty Little Things was on, and I think it's still pretty popular with Game of Thrones right now. Yeah, I think her name's Arya Stark, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I don't watch Game of Thrones, guys. I don't watch it. I know, horrible, right? Anyways, so Aria has been trendy since Pretty Little Liars, but it's still pretty trendy now. But I do really like the name. I think it's very pretty. The next name on my list is Cleo. Cleo is super cute to me. It's not, again, at the top of my list. It was just something that we talked about, but I do really like the name Cleo. I think it is super pretty and super cute. But yeah, I just think a little munchkin, you know, a little chunky cheek little girl running around like my daughter would just be super cute if her name was Cleo. I do like the name. It's just not at the top of my list. So the next name that I'm about to tell you guys was actually one of the names we had set in stone for a girl after we had my daughter. This name is Celine. I love the name Celine. I think it is so incredibly pretty. If you see the names popping up on camera or on like the screen, that is the way I would spell the names. So some of them are spelled differently than what you would see. So I would spell it with a C, not an S. But yeah, I do really like the name Celine. I think it's just so pretty. It's a French name. It's, you know, it's just so girly. I think it is so incredibly pretty. The next name on my list is a name that I've never heard before, but when I saw it, I thought it was really pretty. And that name is Everly. I think that is such a cute and pretty girly name. I'm all about really girly names or boy names for girls. I don't know why. That's just my vibe. But yeah, I do really like the name Everly. I think it's so pretty. I think it's so unique. I've never met or heard of the name Everly. I've never met somebody with the name Everly, and I've never heard of anybody with the name Everly. So I think it's very unique, but it doesn't sound like super crazy, super weird. But it's just a really pretty girly name to me. So the next name on my list is a name that was probably going to be the baby's name if it was a girl. Like most likely, like there was like a 98% chance that this was going to be her name if it was a girl. And that name is Riley. And I don't like the traditional spelling of Riley, so it is changed, so it's up here on the screen. But the name Riley is really pretty. I think it's just a great, cute little name. My husband absolutely loves the name Riley. Loves it. He loves the name Riley Noel, which I agree is super pretty, but like my husband absolutely loves that name. So the next name on my list is a name I've never heard before, but when I saw it, I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And that name is Ensley. I think that is such a cute little name. A lot of the names that I like end in L-E-Y or L-Y. They end in the Lee sound. I just think Lee sounding names sound pretty, but Ensley is a unique name, but I think it's absolutely beautiful and super cute. The next two names on my list are similar, and I heard them from another YouTuber. I don't know what her name is, but she does a lot of baby name videos. I watched a lot of her videos to get ideas for names because we were still looking through names before we knew if it was a boy or a girl. And she mentioned two of these names, and I think they're both really pretty. And the first one is Amelina. I think that is really unique, but very pretty as well. I don't know if per se I would name my daughter that, but I did really like the name. I would have to be pregnant with a girl and like constantly call her that to like make sure that would be her name. But I do think it's really pretty. So the name Amelina was on my list. And the next name is actually the name of her own daughter, and that is Everlina. I think that is super duper cute. I like Everlina more than I like Amelina, but Everlina is absolutely adorable to me. I think that is such a cute and different name. Okay, the next name on my list is Tatum, and I actually have a cousin named Tatum. My dad's wife's niece's name is Tatum. And she's the only person I've ever known who is a girl named Tatum. And I think it's a super cute and different name. I think it's like super like badass. Like I think that's another like really cool badass name for a girl. All right, the next name on my list was actually a name on my boy and girl list. My husband loved it for a boy and I liked it more for a girl, but it was on both lists. And that name is Armani. He has a friend that he grew up with who ended up naming his son Armani, and he just thought it was like such a cool boy name that he'd never heard before. But for me, I thought it was cuter for a girl name. I still like the name Armani, but yeah, my husband was like almost dead set on naming our son Armani, but we had another name picked out for him already, but Armani literally was this close to changing his mind. Like, he wanted that name so badly for a boy. And I have 2 more girl names on my list, and one of those are Ariela. I think Ariela is such a cute little name. It's something that, again, I've never heard before, but doesn't sound super uncommon. Like, I could imagine just a little girl running around and her name being Ariela, and just, like, I think it'd be so cute. Be like, hey, Ariela. Hi, princess. What are you doing, princess? You know, baby talk. But I think it is a very adorable name, and I think it'd be a great name for an adult as well. And the last name on my list, it was actually going to be my daughter's name. Like, we were this close to naming her this name instead of Gianna. And that name is Mila. And I think the name Mila is super adorable. I think it's absolutely adorable and beautiful. And I've always liked it since Mila Kunis, since like watching her like on That 70s Show and stuff. I've always thought her name was really unique and pretty. Alright, so that is it for my girls list. I know my girls list was kind of long. I had 18 names on my girl list. That's crazy. I only have 8 names on my boys list. My husband and his dad are both named Carlos, and then they both have different middle names that start with the letter A. So my father-in-law's name is Carlos Alberto, and then my husband's name is Carlos Andres. We wanted to stick with that theme, so our son will be Carlos, and then his middle name will start with an A, but we will call him by his middle name. So I call my husband Carlos just because that's what he introduced himself to me as, but everybody here back at home, his whole entire family, all of his family and friends, they all call him by his middle name. So they either call him Andres or they call him Andrew. Andrew is English for Andres. So it'll be the same way for our son. We won't call him Carlos. We'll call him by his middle name. That will be his name. But we're going to follow the same pattern, the same tradition that his dad started. So I only have A names. We ended up not liking a lot of A names. So then we thought about only doing initials, keeping the initials the same. So it'd been CAH. So I only have A and C names on my list. That is why my list is so short. So the first name on the boy list is Azariah. My husband really liked the name Azariah. His family really liked the name Azariah until his grandma was like, that sounds like a girl name. So he was like, oh, okay, it's going out the window. No, we're not naming our son that. But that is a name that was on our list. I think it's a very unique and very different, and I think it's kind of a cool name. So the next name on my list is the name Aiden, and the only reason we didn't go with the name Aiden is because my uncle's stepson, his name is Aiden. But yeah, his name is Aiden, and so we didn't want to name another family member Aiden. But we did really like the name. And the next name on our list is a name that I've never heard before, but I think it's a really cool, like, unique name. I think it's not super unique, but I think it's a pretty, like, cool name. And that is Orion. I haven't ever heard it before, but I do really like the name Orion. For me, that would have been a top contender for his name had it not been what we picked out. I really like that name. And then the last A name on my list is the name Alec. And the only reason we didn't choose Alec is because my husband's cousin's name is Alec. And not only is it his cousin, but it's his cousin that is the most like my husband. Like he reminds the entire family of my husband. But yeah, I do really like the name Alec. I think it's a very cool, cute name. The first C name that I really liked is Carson. I think Carson is such like a cool name. Like, I could just imagine like a kid or grown up and like his name being Carson. Like, I just think it's like a very, I don't know how to like explain it, but I do really like the name Carson. The next name on my list is a name that I like for a boy and a girl, and I've never heard anybody name this except for a singer, and that is the name Chesney. I like Chesney so much. I think it's such a cool rustic name. We are Southern, and I am very Southern. I'm from Texas, and I like everything about the South. And I think the name Chesney is such a cool like name for a girl and a boy. I think it's very cute for a little girl, but I think it's so cool for a boy. So the next name on my list is Kobe. And my husband's favorite basketball player is, you know, none other than Kobe Bryant. So I think it is such a cool name. I don't know anybody named Kobe. I've never met anybody named Kobe. And the only person I know named Kobe is Kobe Bryant. But I think it's such a cool name. And even spelling it with a C instead of a K, I really like the name Kobe. And I know my husband really likes the name Kobe as well. Okay, and then the last name on my list, the last baby name on my list is Kyler. I love the name Kyler. Love it. I think it's so cute. I think it's super unique, super cool, super like just guy kind of name. Like Kyler, like, hey, what's up, Kyler? Like, I just think it's such a cool freaking name. That's it for the boys' names. Super quick, super easy for them. But yeah, I hope you guys got a few like ideas for baby names if you're expecting, or if you just want to start a list and have it in the future. Maybe you heard some names here that you've never heard before, or even thought of for a boy or a girl. So hopefully I threw some ideas at you. I know I don't like super traditional names. I don't like everyday kind of names. I know when I was asking for suggestions on Instagram, a lot of people liked traditional names. And we're just not traditional name kind of people. Now I'm going to give you guys a little bump date really quickly. So as you can see back there, I am 17 weeks pregnant. I'm 17 weeks and 5 days. On Friday, I will be 18 weeks pregnant. And I already feel baby moving. I mean, it's not like crazy movements or anything, but I do feel baby moving. In the mornings, he likes to push up against my stomach, and he creates like a little ball. And it's super cute because I can just feel him like right there, and typically he'll like turn or something and I can feel that. And yeah, I finally have all of my energy back. I'm good to go on the energy. That's why the videos have been coming regularly. And yeah, so far my second trimester is going so much better than my first trimester, like so much better. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a little bump shot, show you guys what baby boy is looking like now and how big my stomach is. So here's my bump at 17 weeks and 5 days. Definitely looking pregnant. Nowhere looking bloated. Definitely a baby in there. I'll be 5 months pregnant on Friday. So this is what my 5-month bump looks like. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.